live from New York. It's Wearable Electronics with Becky Stern.
Hello, that's me. Welcome to the show. This with me is Phil, Mr. Lady Ada himself. We're going to talk all about wearable electronics, if you didn't realize that already.
Yeah, every single day and week there's more news about wearables, and I feel like we're the calm in the storm. This is a straight talk express here for wearables.
You heard it here first, folks.
No, we have, I think...
Straight talk.
Yeah, we have, I think, really good opinions, because every day there's something new about wearables. Is Nike going to continue to do fuel band gauge shoe?
Products come and products go.
Yeah.
Products come in the door assembled and leave unassembled.
Yeah, but the skills you learn, you keep forever.
What's on today's show, Phil?
On today's show, we have a code. Gotta pay some bills. Umbrella is the code. 10% off Flora and wearables. Expires tonight.
Here in New York, when you get out of the subway and it's raining, there's always a guy there standing, selling you an umbrella, and he goes, umbrella, 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 umbrella.
Umbrella.
And he has all different kinds of umbrellas, too.
DVD, Louis Vuitton, Rolex. No, that's Canal Street.
That's Canal Street. He has the $5 umbrella. You should get the $20 umbrella, because you only have to get it once.
Okay. Wearable Wednesday.
I'll show you some stuff from the blog and debut a new project.
Material Spotlight.
All about water this week. This week is
Okay.
a water show.
Oh, this is exciting. Tools we love.
There'll be a tool that I love and that I would hope you will love soon, too.
And questions and answers. You got questions, Becky has answers.
If you have any questions during the show, you can post them up in the comments on YouTube or Google Plus or Twitter or wherever, and we'll queue them up for a future show. Past questions that are asked on today's show will be eligible for the show's giveaway. So that's how it works. Ask a question, get a prize.
You can win that thing.
Yeah, that's
thing
what. That's
over there. You can win that.
That's what's. Oh, it's that way. It's
Okay.
our prize today. So ask questions about wearable electronics and win a prize.
All that and more on Wearable Electronics with Becky Stern.
Today, what's today? April 23rd.
Yeah.
Wednesday as usual.
23rd. On Adafruit.com and our new glorious site with big images, if you go there, you'll see the Wearable Electronics banner.
Yes, all of the shows have a banner now
yeah.
that shows up on Wednesdays.
Yeah. We were going to be like HD, but now we're like 4K.
Note, we do not actually broadcast in 4K. just our spirit. Our spirit is in 4K.
Yeah, but soon. We're going to get a 4K camera. We're going to try it out.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
If our internet's fast enough,
we'll
just push it through the tubes. Okay.
Okay, don't forget, Umbrella's code. Use it now.
All day long, you can get stuff off. I mean, we've been using the same code on the show, this show and the show later. I feel like eventually I'm going to change the slide.
I switch it too. It's crazy.
It's all good.
Yeah.
There's always 10% off things on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, starting off with Wearable Wednesday. Every Wednesday on the blog, we cover wearable things, cool people's projects. If you make a project, we'll post it there. This is Alyssa's NeoPixel tank top. Look how cool that is. She posted this on Vine. It's our sewable NeoPixels behind a tank top, and they animate different colors. She had fun with conductive thread, and looks great. Nice job, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Just keep sending us your NeoPixel projects.
This is like an animated GIF of us because there's kind of a little bit of movement.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a Vine. It's a stationary Vine.
It's nice.
Yeah. And then Gladys just can't stop making things for her dog. This is some blinky tape in her dog's raincoat.
Yeah.
Way to go, Gladys. Your dog doesn't know how special, and I mean, I hope your dog knows how special he or she is. She, maybe?
I think so dogs love just attention. It doesn't matter if it's even bad attention.
Yeah.
They're just like happy.
Yeah.
And so LEDs, yeah, sure.
Sure, whatever.
Go to park.
You're not going to lose that dog in the rain. And then this is Liz made this hat. She posted up in the forums. It's got the UV light sensor on the top of the hat and a Flora on the inside, and then a NeoPixel ring that lights up in accordance to the amount of UV exposure that's going on, and I think also like cumulatively throughout the day. So it's like an anti-sunburn hat, and she said she wanted to make some for her kids so she could like see, her kids are wearing the hat, and you can see how much UV there is when it's time to go back inside or reapply sunscreen.
I think wearables that are sensor driven for personal use is going to be a big deal.
Yeah,
I mean like you can't get a hat like this yet.
No, not yet. Can you get a hat that tells you you've been out in the sun too long? I could use this project. I think if we make a sewable Flora version of this UV sensor, then I'll make I'm very fair, so I'm really into the anti-sunburn projects.
Yeah, I think you've been pretty fair, just in general.
But the comedian in the house, K5 made this LED helmet. She's friends with Leslie in Philadelphia, and Leslie posted up her version of the city bike helmet on the blog. She's got an accelerometer, and she wants to see if she can make the LEDs change color depending on how fast she rides her bike, using that same folding Carrera bike helmet.
Yeah. Well, this helmet will make a brief appearance later on in the show, too.
Yes.
It is here.
There's lots of threads in today's show. Everything's all...
Threads. See, it's a wearable electronic show.
See? Did you see what I did there?
Okay. Cut it out. Okay. This is big news. I'm really excited about this.
Ooh, look at that. It's a book, guys.
Yeah, congratulations, Becky.
Yeah, I just have to finish it.
Yeah. You've participated in books before, but this is a headliner book.
So I've had work published in books before, but this is the first book that I'm writing with Tyler Cooper about Flora. So it's all about getting started with Flora. It's a lot of guides from the learning system, but new information all nice and assembled together for beginners, perfect for gifts. You can sign up now on the Adafruit site.
Yep.
That'll help us know how many books to order from Maker Media, but you can also pre-order it on Amazon. And Tyler and I will finish it as soon as we can.
Yeah. And one of the cool things about this book is I think Make has the success track record of getting started books.
Yeah.
And they only really take on platforms and things that are very popular and successful. Getting started with Flora is great. We have a Getting Started with Trinket book. We're going to announce that tonight
Mike
on Ask an
Barella
Engineer.
Is writing that one. Yep.
And we're considering a couple other ones. But it's nice because it's a nice partnership. Make identifies a platform where people are doing lots of innovation and lots of cool stuff. And a Getting Started book means you get more people in.
Right, and we can make like a bundle of parts and to put together. It's perfect for classrooms and offline kinds of places. So looking forward to that. Sign up now if you want a copy from us. If you're international, somebody in Bulgaria or something said they signed up on Amazon.
Yeah, you can sign up anywhere. Our site, everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
And cover subject to change, but that is Getting Started with Flora book. It's real.
It's happening.
Almost. It's happening.
Okay.
Okay, this week's debut project. It's this umbrella, the Flora umbrella, which you've seen before on the show when Leslie was visiting. Leslie made the Flora umbrella for the Element 14 contest last year, and we loved it so much that we had her make a guide in the learning system so that you can make your own Flora umbrella. So it's a pretty long tutorial. It's not a very complicated electronics project, but it's kind of complicated craft project to build.
Yeah.
So it's a really long tutorial that Leslie and I worked on together. Mainly she wrote it and I photographed it, and then we also made a really fun video.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite videos that you've done. You and Andrew did a great job.
Just watch it.
Yeah.
Don't let the rain get you down. Build a bright umbrella to chase away the rainy day blues with color-changing LED strip and Flora, Adafruit's wearable electronics platform. But it doesn't just keep you dry. The Flora umbrella changes color to match almost any object and also mimics falling raindrops. Eight strips of neopixels line the spines of this transparent umbrella and are held in place with zip ties. The color sensor and a rechargeable battery live on another piece of vinyl safely inside one pane of the umbrella. The color sensor shines a white LED on an object and then tells the Flora what color it sees. You can follow the complete tutorial for this ambitious build on the Adafruit Learning System, including the wiring diagram and Arduino LED animations. Make yourself easy to spot at your next costume party or parade and share your projects with us on our weekly show and tell on Google+. We can't wait to share more projects with you, so subscribe for more wearable electronics from Adafruit.
Okay, and we're back. That was fantastic.
That was a really fun video to shoot, too.
It looked like a jellyfish was kind of going around New York, like the one from Abyss. The little. You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
Like
this would be a really easy to turn this umbrella into a jellyfish costume, actually.
Okay.
For Halloween. you wanted to be the jellyfish Mombis.
Yeah.
Or any other LED jellyfish. Because jellyfish, some of them are bioluminescent, or at least like super reflective. So like the LED strip doesn't look too different from weird little reflecty things in some jellyfish.
And you can use a tutorial. You can make it. You can post it up. You can send us an email. It'd be on an Adafruit site. It'd be on the show, and then we could link back to this section of this video and say you should make this, and it would just go in circles.
Recursive LED umbrellas for everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a really fun project to make. So if you are looking for something fun to do with your kids, the Flora circuit itself is pretty simple. We decided to put the color sensor facing outward so you could like touch your umbrella to an object, whether it's open or closed, and then. Just like the Neo Geo watch, we soldered one of those push buttons on so that you can change the animation mode just by pressing on the Flora.
Okay.
And then zip ties, so many zip ties. Like I said, it's a pretty challenging craft project, but that's part of the reason I had so much fun building it, because, man, no sewing, just soldering and zip tying and a little bit of gluing.
Yeah. Are we going to keep this at the shop? So
this is ours.
we can use it once in a while?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Like when it's raining.
Yeah, or it's hard because sometimes we have people from the media, they want to see something, and like going outside with this, like we're done now, we're done.
We're done now. You're right. We have the LED sneakers are in the Wearables hospital right now. Your pair are because they
made me run around for like an hour.
Right. This thing holds up really well. We brought it around in the West Village, and it's even still waterproof, which is cool. So build your own Flora umbrella. It's a lot of NeoPixel strip, but well worth it.
Okay, umbrella. That's
buy
good.
supplies, you can get 10% off your NeoPixel strip for your Flora umbrella.
Now it all makes sense why this is the code.
Umbrella.
Okay. Material spotlight. What you got cooking, Becky?
Okay, so I thought we'd have a rainy day themed show, right? Because we have the umbrella, it brings your own rainbow. We're talking about other ways to waterproof your wearables besides putting them inside an umbrella. Is to spray them with Never Wet. This stuff was not endorsed for electronics use, but that didn't stop us. Right. It's a product from Rust-Oleum. It's one of these hydrophobic coatings that was sweeping the internet this summer. And we tried it out on an Arduino there. It's a two-step coating, and then here also on a Raspberry Pi. So we made a video about experimenting with that in the City Bike helmet, and I find it highly amusing, so I wanted to make sure you guys got to see it.
Okay. Roll it. I'm Phil, and this is Adafruit. It works.
We recently tried out Rust-Oleum's Never Wet, a new hydrophobic coating for all kinds of surfaces. You may have even seen the videos of water beating up on concrete or of chocolate syrup gliding off of a white t-shirt. It's not recommended for electronics, so don't try this at home. First, we plugged in any cables, then sprayed these circuits with a few layers each of the base and top coats. We took safety precautions both when applying this stuff and when powering our gadgets, but we still need to say, do not try this at home. So, will it work? There's only one way to find out.
It places the pixels in the bucket, or else it gets the hose again.
Many of you asked if our City Bike helmet is waterproof, and indeed the strip up here is in a waterproof casing, but the circuit was, until now, unprotected. We had a lot of fun playing with this stuff, but it's not a fix-all for waterproofing your gadgets. The drawbacks? Never Wet degrades in the sun, and once dried, it has this white, chalky film that can come off on your hands.
All right, if you have wearable electronics that you want to cover in this stuff and then get yourself sprayed, gotta do it and post it in the YouTube channel.
So if you want to use Never Wet, make sure to test it on your application first and follow all of the manufacturer's instructions.
Bye. All right.
Okay.
How was that? Do you remember that day fondly, Phil?
I still have to get hosed down like every other day here. Just like chill out. Phil. Chill out, or it gets the hose. And then Lady Ada just does it.
This is this is what the City White helmet looks like now. Every time we show it to guests, I have to be like, yeah, and we sprayed it with this never wet stuff, and it got all cakey. And you can actually remove it with acetone, and it does break down after a while. So it's not like we're not going to be recommending this for like every time you make a project, like spray the circuit. No, we still are going to cover it in plastic or put it inside a waterproof box because this stuff isn't really. It's not really there yet, but it's cool to play with. And here's Flora underwater, just to keep with our rainy day theme.
Yeah. Okay. If you would like to get electronics at a discounted rate and dip them in water, use the code umbrella. You could do that too. All right. Okay.
Tools we love today. Guess what today is? It's Pliers Day. I love pliers. We have a lot of different pliers for electronics and crimping. We have a lot of crimping pliers. Those are for making like crimp connectors for power stuff. Pliers are great. You use them like for a lot of you dudes out there who don't have these things known as fingernails. Pliers can help you grip onto stuff. I often use pliers to help push or pull a sewing needle through an upholstery or a backpack or something that's like a stiff fabric that's hard on your fingers, and in place of a thimble. And you use them for jewelry making a lot too. Inserting wires into stuff. You need several pairs of pliers because you will loan some of them to a friend. And I know that I just can't count how many pliers I have. I wanted to show you some of the other ones I have on the overhead.
This is a close-up of this one.
Oh yeah, those are some screw removal pliers that we have in the shop. Okay. And then on the overhead, I have some other pliers to show you. So I do jewelry making too. And when I got started in electronics, I was like, oh, that's handy. I can use some of my jewelry making supplies for this. They do double duty. So a lot of times you have these single-purpose tools. Pliers can go for all kinds of things. These are my personal favorite pair of pliers.
Needle nose?
These needle nose pliers that have a flat, the inside here is really flat. And I use those for like tightening jump rings on jewelry, 2 pairs of pliers at once. Yeah. I also like this pair for that. It's a flat square. So when you want to like curl leads of LEDs to sew them, and you want to keep track of which one's positive and which one's negative, you can curl. This is useful for curling wires in a square, whereas these rounded nosed pliers are good for curling wires in a circle. So I know you would usually use these for jewelry, but you can also use them for making electronic jewelry. We'll whack the camera. And then there's just a different kind of needle nose pliers.
What would you use the curved ones for? Whether to get into places?
Yeah, get into a tight spot, just like we have curved tweezers and straight tweezers. Like just to get around a corner, in between some things that are already around. And I like the ones that have the little spring-loaded middle section there, or a little sometimes they have a little flange that touches and holds them open, so that if you're doing lots of pliering, they push themselves open, which reduces strain on your hand. Easy to use. We have, you want to go back to the tile up one? Yeah. We have these in the lower right there. You see those Hako really precision super tiny ones. Those are kind of like a super tiny version of my favorites. And your general all-purpose ones over to the side of my face, coming to get me. Yeah. Those pliers are really great for all-purpose electronics. You can find them in the Lady Ada toolkit as well. Whenever I do like a workshop, I just go and grab like a 5-pack of pliers at Michael's or whatever, and they have like lots of different kinds. But you can get away with the same kind for a lot. They're pliers. Multi-use pliers. If you have questions about what you can use pliers for, they're just an essential tool, and they won't stab you like the calipers.
Okay. If you want to get pliers at a discount, umbrella, 10% off, Adafruit store. Works with pliers. Okay, it does. Questions and answers. Becky, we're going to give away a Flora, is that right?
Yeah, I have a Flora in my hand.
It's a nice prize.
It's
it's going to be cool when your book's out and drop your album and you can sign the book. You can sign the book.
Yeah.
We'll give away books.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I'll give away books as soon as I finish my book.
The other fun thing, and I think everyone in their life should just at least write one book, is to go to the bookstore and buy your own book. It's actually cool.
See if the cashier notices?
No, they're not. No one's going to notice.
They're not going to notice.
No one's going to notice. I have a funny story. When Lady Ada was on the cover of Wired, we bought some, and they're like, "Why are you buying all these?"
And you're like,
and it was her, and she was going on Ask an Engineer, so she still had the same. She was wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
Hair and makeup.
Right.
And then she said, "We really like it. Maybe we want to read it more than once." And she's like, "Okay." So yeah, but it's really nice because it's a physical thing, and who knows if bookstores and books are going to be around later.
Right.
But it's really nice to still walk in and there's this thing and there's this book and you have an ISBN
I'm really looking forward to that ISBN. I'm gonna get it tattooed on the back of my neck.
Maybe, yeah. QR code. Okay, let's do the questions and answers now. Okay,
Right.
This is from Baxter. The triple-axis accelerometer plus magnometer compass board LSM303 uses a bunch of letters I2C device with a 3.3 volt. But the board has a logic level converter that makes it safe for 5 volt devices.
Correct.
The Flora accelerometer compass sensor, LSM303, also uses a 3.3 volts I2C device, but there's no mention whether or not there is a logic level converter on the board. I assume there is not. So would I need to wire my own logic level converter if I want to use it as a 5 volt device? Is my assumption correct?
Yes, Baxter. You have a very astute observation. There are two differences between the breadboard LSM303 module and the Flora LSM303 module. The breadboard one has holes lined up for a breadboard and header pins and is 5 volt ready for use with your Arduino Uno, your Arduino Micro, your standard breadboard stuff.
Yeah, ready to
the
go.
Flora one is sewable, has the pads on a round board so you can put it in your garment. It's got sewable pads to connect to Flora, which is a 3 volt device. So there's no need for the 5 volt logic level converter. So if you have a 5 volt device, use the 5 volt version. If you have a 3 volt device, use the 3 volt version.
Yeah. Okay.
You can solder to both of them.
Next up, I'm designing a dress that I want to use a lot of neopixels, around 50 to 75 scattered all over it using conductive thread. How far apart can I set the pixels without losing power or signal? Can I get more separation if using wired instead of conductive thread? That's from David.
Yes, David. So you can, I would try to sew the close ones with conductive thread to start. If you have like multiple chains, I imagine you'll use like D6 and D12. Try like one with short, like close by with conductive thread and the other strand for the far away ones with wire. On our like chameleon scarf, it's about like 3.5 feet long.
Yeah.
The distance between like as far as we could get the power and data to go, and the suspenders are similar. So I would say around 3 feet to expect it to work. And then if you want to go further away than that, like on a what'd you say, a coat or a dress, use stranded thin stranded wire. Just tack it into the fabric. And show us when you're done, please.
Next up, is it possible to print the sequins into a button so I can replace my old buttons?
Yeah, sure. So Billy, we did make that sewable NeoPixel buttons, the coat buttons that replace your normal buttons and have a NeoPixel inside. We haven't gotten around to making a sequins version yet, but thank you for the suggestion.
Good, yeah,
I think if Noah and Pedro are watching, that would be a great thing to make. Yeah, a little. Just a same kind of thing, the button, but for the sequins instead of the round NeoPixels.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I bet they're similar enough size that I bet you could use the ones we have now and put the sequin inside, but we could make some smaller ones now that we have the sequins. It's a good idea, thanks.
Next up, this is about the Firewalker LED sneakers. I love this idea, though I am curious about the battery setup. What is the average on time for the 3 AAA batteries?
Firewalker sneakers with the Firewalker animation and charged, like rechargeable AAAs. We've gotten like 4 hours at a time out of those.
Yeah.
Like I wore them to Open Hardware Summit.
Yeah.
Lamore wore them in Halloween Parade.
Yeah.
We wore them around a bunch with like fresh charge. Okay, go wear the things. Dano wore them to Maker Faire.
Yeah.
I think 4 hours, and then we bring replacements. So that's not that bad. A lot of the stuff we design, we try to make it so that if you're going to go out to a party, you'll only have to bring like one set of replacement batteries.
Yeah. Do people even walk around for 3 hours now? I mean, like...
Oh, but you would go to an event and then they wear out and then, I don't know.
Go to Coachella, perhaps, or something.
Yeah, Coachella.
Okay.
Burning Man.
Yeah.
Burning Man, you need lots of spare batteries.
Next up, this is from Catboard TV. I am trying to make a type of EL wire Tron hoodie. Is there a way I can attach multiple colors of EL to one inverter?
Sure. Fun fact, EL wire is actually all the same color. It's all aqua. Same color, same kind of phosphor on all of it, but they use like a different color sheathing to make the color that you see. So if you have red EL wire, you'll notice it's actually pretty blue because it's getting a red sheathing over aqua EL. White, you'll notice when it's off, it looks a little pink because they have to add a little bit of red to fill in the red that's missing from the aqua light. So yes, all EL wire is kind of similar in that regard. So you can, if you use one of our Pocket AAA inverter, the one with the 4 plugs on top, you don't even have to get a splitter. You can just plug the strands right into the top. So yeah, and I would love to see your multicolored Tron hoodie.
You know, one thing that we should probably do, because the show is also part of like us coming up with to-dos for each other.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that we might want to do is everyone always asks about inverters, why do they make noise, and how can you make them not sound as loud? Especially if you're doing like something with a helmet or a headdress. Maybe that's one that we could do. Like, one, that's normal. It makes noise.
Yeah, it is normal. It is in our EL video.
Yeah.
Which I just watched again the other day. There's a whole section.
Or just like break that off into a little video. Because I just got emailed by that again. I'm just like, man.
EL inverters make noise and make a high-pitched whistle.
Yeah.
Okay, mini tutorial.
Or we can just like slice the video and make it a standalone video.
We've been doing Instagram. We've started doing Adafruit Instagram again.
Ooh, that's
and we've been doing some videos on Adafruit Instagram. So I think that that would be a really good one for that because you could link slap people with that, no problem.
Yeah.
Just the section. How about just the section of the EL video that says, "Hey, inverters make noise," and we show opening it and putting hot glue in there to quiet the capacitors.
Not a link slap. Maybe we're like, here's something nice for you.
He's being nice. We call this link slapping when someone needs a whoosh.
We link slap each other. It's like, hey, I need this thing. It's like, I already sent this thing. Like,
hey, Becky, you should really blog this project. That was my student's project last year. I blogged it like 4 times already.
Yeah. I wish we had autocomplete in our heads where it would automatically show if we've already done something.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feed the dog twice. I forget that I fed
Yeah. When you're very busy, you're like, did I do it? Well, I better do it anyways.
Yeah, I know. And we do, like, I'll retweet something from Adafruit and then I know, it's coming, brain autofill.
Yeah. But I think that might be a nice little standalone in some way for everyone.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So it's time to give something away.
We're giving away a
Flora.
Flora.
Favorite time.
We're giving away a Flora.
You know who likes free stuff? Everybody.
Everybody loves free stuff. Okay, so one of these people's going to win this Flora. The person who won the Flora is Baxter.
Okay, congratulations, Baxter.
Baxter sounds like he's considering an accelerometer project. Baxter, you can email support@adafruit.com to claim your prize, or I will reach out to you on YouTube to deliver your brand new Flora. Again, if you would like to be eligible to win a prize, all you need to do is ask a question about wearable electronics in the comments or on Twitter or Google Plus or FaceTime.
FaceTime. You can use FaceTime.
Snap.
You can use Oculus Rift and you can see 2 of us and get dizzy.
If you send me a question through Oculus Rift, I will give you a prize automatically.
Yeah. Getting back to the pliers, someone had a question. I don't think we would have this as a standalone question, so I'm going to go ahead and ask this.
Sure.
Have you ever worn out pliers? Is it possible, or are they like forever?
You could wear out the springy, but I've had this pair for so long, like probably since like 2004.
Yeah.
So like it's a 10-year-old pair of pliers. It's still my favorite pair. So if you take good care of your tools, they don't go bad. The little springy could break, but if you get good quality tools, like these here are really oxidized, and because I use them for jewelry and I get chemicals on them and then I don't wash them properly, that's how they're going to wear out. Pliers will get sticky. But if you put a little bit of machine oil, like 3-in-1, the clear machine oil on the joint and oil it up, that conditions the metal. It makes the parts move more easily. So as long as your spring's not broken, I don't see
it's
why you're
more likely to get lost, or someone takes them, borrows them. Just gonna borrow this for a minute.
Yep. And I usually put my name on all my tools.
Yeah.
Because they walk off.
Yeah, Lamore puts Lady 8 on everything, and also like she would get pink ones, so like no one wanted.
Right. Exactly. In art school, we all had the same tools, so we had to put our names on them, or they'd be like, "This is my pair of pliers." No, it's my pair of pliers.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
So Becky, that's your show.
That's a show. Join us every week for more wearable electronics with me, Becky Stern, and Mr. Lady Ada. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Oh, if you want to share your project, say you already made a floor umbrella, you just happen to have all the parts.
We're making one right now on our show tonight.
Man, they already did. Oh, man, they beat me to it. You can show off your project on the show until tonight at 7:30, and then stick around for Ask an Engineer at 8.
Yeah.
And a new 3D Thursday project launching tomorrow.
Yeah.
Pi Day after that.
Yeah, we're going to be launching another Collins Lab soon, another Circuit Playground, and we're filming a Circuit Playground soon too. So things are happening, and we have a new product coming. I will let people know the name of it, and if this is a reason to watch. So it's a platform that's cellular data and all that. There'll be a wearable version, there'll be a breadboard version, a shield version, and we call it Fona. F-O-N-A, Fona.
Foreshadowing.
Florafona.
You heard it here first, folks.
Florafona.
The Florafona. Arduino Fona.
Flora. No, it'd be Florafona.
Fona Flora. Oh.
Yeah, you could phone a Flora. You could phone a Flora. Hello, Flora. Hello. How's it going? So that's it.
Possibilities are endless.
Yeah, so that's it. Little sneak peek. If you look on
I'll call you on my necklace.
Yeah. If you look on Monday Manufacturing Monday post, we have a shot of a prototype that Lady Ada was working on. So it's cool.
I'll pair my Bluetooth Flora with my phone of Flora.
That's right. You could do all that.
They'll text back and forth.
But you've said too much now. You have to go.
Have a good week. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.